Good morning, Wooden. I hope everyone is doing great. Got a hair out of place. There we go. Hey, I hope everybody's doing really great. I honestly, I really kind of wasn't sure what to talk about today. I've waffled on a couple of different ideas, topics. I was thinking about our convocation last week with Rachel's challenge. I don't know about you guys, but I think that was such an impactful convocation, one of the best ones we've had since I've been here. Um, and I think that it started and created a lot of really great dialogue among you guys as students with one another, but also students with us as staff. And so it got me kind of thinking because a lot of different topics came up by you students, such as ideas on how to navigate bullying, but also the different struggles that you all as students are going through at home and here at school, the issue of racism in our community. Um, so many different things that you guys brought up as things that you notice and things that concern you and things that you want to find a solution for. So it brought me to the idea of, um, we all have struggles. We all have things that we're working through in our life. So you guys come to school a lot of times, and some of you come to my office, and you are talking about how to navigate, how to manage all the emotions that you're having about struggles here at school, whether it's academic challenges or issues and different friendships or romantic relationships, or things that are going on at home that really impact how you're able to focus and stay on task here at school. And so it made me kind of think about how can you, as a student, be a support or a help to a peer here at school if you notice that they're going through a hard time. And so I think it's important for us to kind of talk a little bit about that because I know a lot of you are going through a lot of difficult challenges that you don't even really talk about with anybody. And I get that. And I just want you guys to know you don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to not be okay. And so, what are some signs that someone may be having a hard time? Some of the signs that someone may be having a hard time is maybe your friend is a little bit quieter than they normally are. Maybe you noticed they're not staying on top of their schoolwork like they usually do. Maybe you noticed they were getting in trouble a little more often. Maybe you hear them making statements about not feeling the greatest emotionally, mentally, or that things at home are rough. Maybe you notice they're a little bit more irritable. They are a little bit more snappy. So there's lots of different signs and signals that kind of let you know that someone may be having a hard time. Um, Maybe too, they're isolating, withdrawing from their group of people. I think that's super important to notice. So, those are some simple and yet quick kind of signs, signals that something may be overwhelming to someone or that they're struggling. So, how can you, as their friend, be a support to them? And we talked about this in my lunch groups yesterday, and I feel like we had a good conversation in many of the lunch groups about it. So I think Some of the important things to be doing if you have a friend that is struggling, it is, first of all, to listen to them. Approach them and say, hey, I noticed you seem a little quieter, or you seem a little bit sad. I just want to check in, like, are you okay? And if they don't want to talk about it, that is okay. If they say that they're okay, we got to take them at their word. But you can also follow it up with, I just want you to know I'm here if you ever need to talk. And that way it kind of puts the ball in their court, but you can always check in with them again another time and say, hey, how you doing? I just want to make sure you're doing okay. Anything I can do to help or support you? Those are simple things that you can do. And I think the biggest thing is when you are sitting and listening to your friend, if they do choose to open up to you, you don't have to fix it for them. You don't have to solve the problem. They just need a listening ear, and your simple responses like, I'm so sorry, that sounds really hard, or man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I get it. That's a tough one. Or something along the lines of, I'm here for you. You're not alone, kind of a thing. So listening and giving some kind of reassurance that they aren't alone in whatever's going on. Now, I think it is important to be consistent. So it doesn't mean that you have to consistently have these deep conversations. But I do think it's about being consistent with just saying hi, giving a smile, cracking a joke with them, helping them laugh, find something to laugh about, or even inviting them to sit with you at lunch if you guys have the same lunch, or checking in with them over the weekend, like, let's play video games together or something along those lines. It doesn't have to be these big gestures. The smallest things make a difference, in all honesty. Writing a little encouragement note or card and giving it to them. Simple little things, texting, hey, hope you're having a great day. Those things are important and show that you're being consistent. I also think it's important to, depending on what they may be going through, I think it's important to acknowledge you are their peer. There's not a lot that you can do to fix it, or connect them with things that may be helpful, outside of encouraging them to go to a trusted adult to talk about what's going on. So saying, hey, I know I can't fix it for you, but I am here for you and willing to listen. But you know what? I think you should go talk to Mrs. Floyd, or I think you should go talk to Mrs. Mertz or Miss O'Neill. Connecting them with a trusted adult or encouraging them to talk to their parents is super important as well. Because all of us trusted adults, we will have resources and the ability to kind of interject into some things that maybe you as students may not be able to. So never shy away from suggesting they go and find a trusted adult to talk to. I think in all of this, supporting a friend, it is important to know your limits. Like, it's important for you to be taking care of yourself. And there is a fine line sometimes between like taking on other people's things and carrying it with us versus just being a support, a listening ear, but also remembering we don't have all the solutions. We can't fix it for everybody. And we have to take care of ourselves, getting good sleep, taking care of our own emotions. And so it's not your job to be their counselor. It's just your job to listen, to connect with them, and to care about them. That is it. So take care of yourself by making sure that you're talking to someone if you need to talk to someone. And so, again, if you have a friend who is struggling, or you notice that they might be having a hard time with something, and they're not communicating with you, it's okay to come and mention it to me or someone in guidance, because We just want to check in with everyone and make sure that they're okay. But this is part of being a good friend. Being a good friend is just being present, staying connected, listening, observing, and noticing the different seasons of life that we all go through. And I think if you are going through a hard time right now, I hope that you are hearing me and listening that this will pass. This is just a season and it does pass. And if you need anything, I'm here. You matter, you're important. So seek out someone to listen and seek out someone that can help support you. As a class, I want you guys to talk about when it was a moment in your life that someone supported you, and what did that mean to you? What does it look like to you for someone to be supportive of you? So, I mean, those were a lot of questions in there, but one, what does it look like for somebody to support you? What's meaningful to you? Two, has someone done that for you? And what was that like for you? You don't have to get into the nitty gritty details, but just what did that feel like to have someone in your corner? I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. If you need anything, you know where I am. Bye.